Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, like always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and sound doctrine. Peace, love, and salutation to Yakim out there doing the work with truth and sincerity. It's your brother Zariah Allah down here at the GMS Virginia camp, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson is make it a priority to be consistent. Okay, and what I mean by that is we all have our quota, we all have certain standards and obligations that we have to this truth. Okay, meaning that if we're going to abide in Yahweh Shem Shai, we need to conduct ourselves, okay, in a certain manner. Okay, we have standards. Okay, we have certain things that we must do, okay, that requires us, okay, to basically obtain salvation. Because like I mentioned in my previous lessons, faith without work is dead. So if you're truly going to have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, you have the works to show forth that, right? And the only way to show forth your work or your diligence or your faith in the Lord is being consistent, right? So I just want to I don't want to make it too long, just a quick hit. But this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, "I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot." Right. So this is Yahweh Shai speaking, right? And it says, "So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth." So ultimately, what the Lord is saying is, look, I know your works, whether you're going to be hot or you're cold, but I'd rather you just choose whether if you want to be hot, be on fire, and it's true. But if you want to be cold, hey, fall out, leave the camp, do what you want to do. Go be a nigga, right? Basically, the Lord don't want you to be in between, because like I brought out, last night in camp, there's no maybe, okay, in the Lashawan Kodash. Okay, there's no maybe. It's either yay or nay. And the scripture says that. Let your answers be yay or nay, because any other answer is ultimately a wicked answer. All right. And the scriptures also mention about serving two masters, for you cannot serve one or the other, because if you will serve one, then you would despise the other, and vice versa. So you have to choose who you're going to serve. All right. And if you choose to serve Yahweh Shem Yashai, make sure you're consistent. You're not lukewarm in serving the Lord, man. Okay. This week, I'm going to go all hard, but next week I'm going to take a break. No, that's not how it works, man. And that's why I said make it a priority to be consistent, right? Now, I want to get the word consistent real quick. And this is a dictionary out of, it says dictionaries or definitions from Oxford Languages. It says acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate, right? So we're perfecting our craft, right? It's all about repetition. That's how you perfect your craft. So if you're consistent of constantly getting your repetitions in, whether if you're consistent in reading, you're consistent in doing your lessons, you're consistent of getting around bros and seeking counsel, you are now forming good habits, okay, within the long run. And then at that point, right, over time, right, it's going to be the same result over and over again, man. And that's going to produce growth, right? And then earlier in the lesson, I was with the brothers and we was going into the definition of mental fortitude. So I just want to get that real quick. It says mental fortitude is the ability to have strength of the mind, emotional resilience when faced with challenges, adversity, or danger. Right. So you building up that mental fortitude, that requires consistency. Isn't it that one day, oh, you're going to be mentally strong, the next day you're not? No, you have to constantly practice and constantly, apply, okay, of showing forth of basically being mentally strong. Okay, you have to practice that. Okay, hey, the boss at the job, pissing you off, and yay, the flesh is telling you, hey, say something and fuck this job, da da da. But the spirit say, nah, bear it and keep moving forward. That's practicing mental fortitude, right? And then you may have it to where you're doing real good, you reading today, yesterday, and then the next day it's like that lazy demon come in and it's make you want to put it off. Nah, you gotta rebuke that demon, right, and maintain that consistency that you've been having over those couple of days. And the same thing with prayer, right? It says benefits of mental fortitude. It says improved performances, right? And I just want to jump down, just go straight to the point. It says, how can you develop mental fortitude? Train yourself to think positively. Learn how to manage your day more effectively. Avoid procrastination and focus on tasks that are important to you. Right. The key word was focus. Right. If you're focused, matter of fact, let's just get the word focus real quick. It says, I don't know why it gave me focused. I wanted focus. It says focus, the center or interest or activity. It says the state or quality of having produced clear visual definition. It says of a person or their eyes adapt to prevailing level of light to become able to see clearly. Right? It says, dang, where did it go? It says pay particular attention to. The study will focus on a number of areas in Wales. It says to concentrate, an opportunity to focus, research, or the health needs of population, right? So pretty much is that you having your eyes single, okay? You're locked in. You have that tunnel vision, okay, of the end goal, right? Which also goes hand in hand with consistency, right? So I want to go back to the word consistent. It says acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate. It says unchanging in nature, standard or effective over time. Right. You want to be effective in this truth, man. Right. It says he is their most consistent player of the season. Okay. And what does that mean? Hey, one game. All right. He dropped 30. Next game, he dropped 20. Okay. The other game, he may have 25, whatever the case is. That's a consistent level of play, meaning that he's averaging over 20 points. Okay. But in order to average those 20 points, he got to put the work in. Right. So in the same thing, okay, if you're being consistent, okay, with this word, when it's time to do your lessons, right, you're going to be on more fire. You're going to be more edifying. Right. You may wake up to one of the elect by one of your videos. You never know. Right. But as long as you stay consistent and make that a priority, man, hey, you're gonna pull away from the wiles of the devil, man. Okay, you ultimately equipping yourself, okay, and putting yourself in a better position, okay, between you and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because you're putting off that old man, you're putting off those bad habits, and you're equipping new habits, right? Now I want to get the word priority as well. It says priority. It says the fact or condition of being regarded and treated as more important, right? So you have to treat this truth important, right? This has to be your number one priority, right? Something that is dear unto you, right? It says a thing that is regarded as most important than another, right? Priorities. It says playing football wasn't high on my list of priorities, right? Let me see if it's a little bit more. Right. It says, what is the actual meaning of priority? The quality or state of coming before another in a time or importance. Right. And we're in a time that, hey, this truth is more important than ever, man. Okay. It comes before your family, it comes before your job. Right. It is first in on that priority list, man. Right. So going back to the scriptures, I'm going to read this again. It says, Revelation 3:15, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. Would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth. Right. And you don't want the Lord to spew you out of his mouth, man. Okay. You don't want the Lord to take the Holy Spirit away from you to where now you don't have the inspiration to do videos, or now you don't have the oil anymore to understand the proper breakdowns and the names, or you don't have the faith. You don't want that, man. All right. So you want to be consistent. So you showing the Lord that, hey, you actually give a damn, that you actually care. Okay, because you're not proving it to the brothers, you're proving it to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And you want to be of the elect, which brings me to this precept. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. If you do these things, ye shall never fail, right? You're not going to fall, meaning that you're not going to lose, man, okay? The word diligent. It says constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. Attention, care, haste, speed, right? Carefulness, attentive, right? It says to value highly, esteem, prize, love. It says aspire, to be content with, appreciate, right? So, hey, let's go back to the scripture. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Right. So you have been called into this ministry to preach the word, to learn of Yahweh Shemi Shai, to get with bros, to go on our highways and byways, to do these epistles, to read, to fast, to pray, all these different things that consist of being in this ministry. You have been called to do that. So being diligent is showing that you truly care for it, meaning you're going to take the time out of your day and make it a priority to accomplish those tasks that you set for yourself throughout the week or throughout the day. And you constantly stay consistent with that structure, man. Okay, and by doing that, what? You're not going to fall, meaning you're not going to lose in the end, because you're going to be rewarded for all the work that you put in as long as you keep enduring. Okay, now the next precept that I want to get, this is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. And the point is, verse 14, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy with the laying on the hands of presbytery. Right. So let me get the word neglect real quick, because this is something that you don't want to do. It says, omit to do or perform, treat carelessly or heedlessly, treat with disrespect, or without proper attention or care. Right. So if you haven't given the gift of faith and you're not being attentive on your belief, what's going to happen? You're going to start to waver. You're going to start to have doubt, and more demons are going to be able to plague your mind because you're not building yourself up. You're not taking care of your spiritual health, right? You're not feeding the spirit, you're feeding the flesh. So therefore, the man, that old man, is starting to creep back, and you're allowing it to creep back. Okay, because you're not being attentive to the gift that you've been given, which is faith, because faith is ultimately a gift, right? So it says, neglect not the gift, which is the faith that is in thee, right? The Lord, hey, put this faith in us, man. Okay, to believe on him and to do the work. Okay, so we can be redeemed, so we can be on that chariot, so we can be of the 144,000, man. Okay, it's not in vain. Okay, if you're of the elect, right? It says, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy and the laying on the hands of the presbytery, man. So you pretty much get the point, man. Okay, be consistent and make it a priority, man. Speak it to myself first and foremost, because it's coming out of my mouth. Okay, even though it's the spirit of the Lord, right? And the last precept that I want to get, okay, this is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 20. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings, right? What is the Lord's words? Hey, these scriptures, right? Verse 21, let them not depart from thy eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart. What is thy heart? Thy mind. Meaning, hey, let me read verse 21 in the NLT. It says, don't lose sight of them. Let them penetrate deep into your heart. Meaning, let it be grounded and rooted in your mind. Okay, you ain't letting it go. You ain't forgetting it. Okay, you're gonna hold on to it as your life depended on it, because it will. It says, verse 2. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Right? So let's go into the word issues, because that's going to be. It says thawa tazanawath, right? Thawa tazanawath, and it says, outgoing, border, or going, extremity, in the source, escape, outgoing, extremity of border, source of life, escape from death. So the source of life, escape from death. Right. So it says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Okay. Now let's read in the NLT. It says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Okay. So if you being diligent and doing things that you need to do is going to guide you in the right path. But if you're not, it's going to deteriorate you from the righteous path, and you're going to go astray. Right. So you have to hold on to these things. You have to call these things to mind, certain scriptures, when you in certain situations. OK, and that's ultimately using wisdom. And wisdom is basically the application of knowledge. So if you know better, you're going to do better. And that's ultimately wisdom. OK, it says verse 24. Put away from thee a froward mouth and perverse lips. Put far from thee. Okay, it says, let thine eyes look right on, and let thy eyelids look straight before thee. Meaning, hey, you locked in, you focus, right? It says, ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. It says, turn not to the right hand nor to the left, remove thy feet from evil. And by doing that, move thy foot from evil. And by doing that is, hey, look, man, okay, back then, I had these habits and so on and so forth. Now it's time to overcome these habits. Now it's time to form new habits, okay? Because the things that I was constantly making mistakes on, hey, the Lord may not show mercy upon me on those same mistakes. Now it's time to do better, and speaking to myself first and foremost again, man. And I've been, privy to that, making the same mistake over and over and over again. And you praying to the Lord, man, I got to get it right. And you constantly be put in that position and you fail. But what? You got to keep getting back up and pray to the Lord that you overcome that. Sometimes you have to fast, or you have to, get around bros, seek counsel to see what's going to help you, okay, overcome that. And that's you actively or actively working on, okay, your problems, man, being consistent, right? So with that, I just wanted to touch a couple of points. The spirit hit me to do this lesson. So I want to say to Wadi Abashimi on Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson, and Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and hopefully, okay, you got the point, man. Make it a priority, okay, to be consistent, okay, whether that's in this truth, okay, or outside of the truth, man. Don't be a sloth, man. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and sound doctrine. Peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, out there doing work with truth and sincerity. Until the next time, I want to say, Kwame Yasharala, Mwaf Lababah, and Shalom.